I think we're live on YouTube. We should be live on YouTube by now, and then I'm gonna click on live for Twitch. Yep, the YouTube one is live, and for the very first time we are doing multi-streaming. Hey guys, if you've been following this journey on YouTube up till now, this is the upper body we've built so far, and below here, although it's not totally visible in the camera, I'll pick it up a little bit for the camera. So we have built one lower leg as well, as you can see, and it looks so cool in person. And if you can rotate this as well, so the joints are really well made, and they only allow motion up to a certain extent. So the motion won't go past this, so it gets locked over here. And we have a really nice foot over here as well that has a really nice range of motion to it, and it can also rotate. And we are gonna be working on the second leg today. Actually, before that, let me see if we are live on Twitch as well, because the stream on YouTube, it seems to be going really well. Okay, yeah, you can open it up in parallel. Yeah, let me do that now. We are gonna go to our Twitch, and yeah, I think we're live. We have 2 viewers on Twitch, which always seems to be the case for some weird, I don't know if they're bots or if they are some actual user. If you are watching us live on Twitch, I don't know what got you interested in this robot, but yeah, let us know if you are following us on Twitch. Yeah, by the way, our camera setup, we tried updating it a little bit today. It's different from our previous live streams, but it still looks very chaotic. Yep, so this is what we were able to manage in the time we had. Yeah, which was just a few minutes. Yeah. And the entire scene is just chaotic with everything all over the place. And then there's the book, Alex Hormozzi's book, somewhere over there. Yep. If you guys know about Alex Hormozzi, let us know. And let us know if you follow his advice or if you listen to him from any length of time. But yeah, today we are gonna be building the second leg of this robot, and the goal is, I know that we said we are gonna, in the next live stream we were gonna have a finished robot and we were gonna try software, but things happen. Okay, things happen, we got a little bit busy, so we figured why not build the other thing on the live stream as well. It's not gonna take us that long now. We have 3 actuators ready for the other leg, and after that we are gonna wait for the motor controllers, which are probably gonna arrive by tomorrow. We had 3 faulty motor controllers and we are waiting for some new ones, and once we get a hold of them, we are gonna finish the other leg as well. But in today's live stream, we're gonna build as much as possible, and after that we are gonna attach this lower leg to the upper part of the humanoid, and we have it hanging over there, the humanoid robot. It's not the best setup, but I think it's you'd agree it's way more cool than our last setup, which was like a bird's eye view of the table only. It was such a small frame that we were not able to fit the entire humanoid there. So yeah, I think this frame is way better compared to the other one. Yeah, so this is the part that will need to go on the lower body of the robot, on the hip area, and once this is connected to the lower body, from there on we're gonna start making the rest of the connections for the assembly of the chest area. Start connecting the aluminum profile with this part over here. Can you like safely perch it on the chair? It's kind of falling back, but I am trying to grab this window. Yeah, okay, I've got a hold of it now, and let me put these 2 in parallel. So we're gonna be needing a few screwdrivers of different size. I think we can bring the Twitch live stream up here. Yep, it seems much better over here. And let's... Oh, I forgot to turn on the stream avatars. Let me do that now. Stream avatars. Yeah, make sure to turn them on. That's like the only good feature in our live stream. Yeah, and I don't know if any of the Twitch chatters, if they show up, if they're gonna have their avatar or not. But there will probably be a feature for that, but I don't think I've linked my Twitch account there yet. But we're gonna do that in the next live stream. But if someone shows up on YouTube, you're gonna be able to see their avatar. I think we can turn the all the way up the sensitivity of the mic because it's mono and it's I don't know why this stream avatar now it's appearing. Yeah, I know it's appearing, but I don't know why for a second it showed my stream avatar account over here, and I don't know if there's anything sensitive, if there was anything sensitive shown in there or not, but I guess we can have a look at that after this live stream. It's not like 1,000 people are watching this stream or anything. And lastly, I am gonna open up the Twitch panel and I am gonna put it over here. So if you guys are watching this live stream on Twitch, let us know. This is our first live stream session on Twitch, and we are gonna be continuing with the series of building this robot. We've been documenting this process from the start, right from the get-go, and we have all those live streams on the YouTube channel. But from here on, we are gonna be doing these multi live streams. So we're gonna be live on both YouTube and Twitch from here on. And the goal is to get this whole robot, the upper body and the lower body, ready. And after that, we're gonna be doing a bunch of software testing on it. And yeah, let's start the work for today. Yep, let's start the sprint. Today's goal is going to be the assembly with this upper body, and we'll see how much of the body, the PC, the battery and everything we're able to assemble today. So we are going to start. Yeah, I think I'm going to stay up this way. So what we have here is, this is the order in which we are going to attach all the actuators on the lower part of the robot's body. So in the earlier YouTube live streams, we documented the fact that all the actuators we prepared for the robot, they cannot be in random orientations. We had to calibrate the actuators to be in certain locations and joints of the robot, and we are done with building the left leg. We are today moving on to building the right leg. So the first actuator in the right leg is the 17 upper leg YR. So I'm gonna grab this actuator. It's probably gonna be lying around somewhere in the lab. I'm gonna grab this and we are gonna start with building the right leg of the robot. Yeah, in the meantime, I am working on the assembly. So I'm gonna be opening up this piece because we added different parts from the ones mentioned on the BOM over here, but later we figured out that these are just not gonna work. So we wanted to join these aluminum profiles at 90-degree angle. In normal circumstances, these joints will work, they will do the job. But for this specific application, only the joints which they have mentioned in the BOM, which are these ones, if I can showcase over here, these ones are needed to make the connection. So I'm going to be opening up these and connecting using their T inserts. So I have grabbed the actuator, the very first actuator for the right leg of the robot. This is the 17 upper leg YR, and this is gonna be going in this joint of the robot, and the process is exactly the same. So I'm gonna start disassembling this unit over here, and we are gonna start attaching it to the leg of the robot. So we are gonna put this part of the actuator on a side for now, and we are gonna be dealing with this part for now, and then we are gonna join the other part of the actuator together. The first up, I am gonna remove this like so. The lighting in our lab is really horrible. Yeah, some work needs to be done on that side as well. But guys, if you are tuning in the live stream, let us know what kind of color you would like on this robot. If we were to color or paint this robot, because white and black, it looks really sick, but it's really generic in industries. Everyone who builds these kinds of robot, they usually build them in black or white. Yeah, I think in general the robotics market at the moment, I've only seen robots in white or black. Yeah, there's not been much variation. Yep, that's what generally the markets are going with at the moment. But if we are like live streaming this on Twitch, if this robot is gonna be running around on Twitch, I don't think black or white is gonna cut it. I think it needs to be some really eccentric color. Yeah. By the way, one thing which I immediately noticed today with this setup difference was how much it limits sort of the our movement. Whereas a desk setup with maybe a camera on the face would allow you a lot of mobility. So that's one interesting observation right off the bat. Yeah. One observation I'm making with Twitch right now is we have a few viewers tuning in on and off. The live stream on that side is a bit unstable, so if you're watching it and if you are experiencing any sort of lagging or stuttering with the live stream, please let us know so we can fix that in the next live stream, because it's giving me error saying the live stream is unstable and there's some issue with the bitrate. But on YouTube I think everything seems to be going nicely. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna attach this unit in there, and let me just remove this from there, and I'm gonna attach this, and then I'm gonna show you how it looks. So we have, so this is the bearing that goes in the actuator of the robot, and all of the actuators that you are seeing on this robot, there I can see 1 2 3 4 5 10. So there are 10 actuators in total on the robot, and all of them have 2 bearings in there. All of the actuators have 2 bearings like this. The bearings are of course different for the different actuators. Like the 5010 actuator, it has a different bearing, and the M6012 actuator, it has a different size bearing. We got our first chat for the day. Chaitanya, hey bro, how are you doing? Hey, good to see you again. How's your day going, bro? And how's the weather like in Sri Lanka? It's awfully cold here in Tokyo. It's like really cold here, and yeah, everyone has got their jackets and furs on, and yeah, it's even inside in the lab, it's really cold at the moment, and it's like 1:30 a.m. here, and usually during the morning time it gets really cold. So generally around like 4 a.m. in the morning it gets really cold over here. Can you pass on these parts? Yeah. I don't know which. So Chetsna, today we plan on building the other leg of the robot. So if I can bring this leg in the frame to give you some context. So this is the leg of the humanoid we have built so far. So the robot only has left leg as of now, and we are working on building the right leg at the moment. So as you can see, I've got the first actuator in there, and today the plan is to build the right leg of the robot and then attach this unit to the upper part of the robot's body. So it's gonna look a lot more completed after today's live stream. Chetsna has really cool avatar working in the live stream as well. Yep. And the crazy thing is his avatar is the exact same color and it's wearing the exact same cape. As just like the avatar for Edge. Huh? It's always wearing the same. Yeah.
Oh yes, makes sense.
Flood weather in Sri Lanka. That sucks, man. Yeah. Be careful with flooding because there's a lot of flooding happening, especially during the last monsoon season. There was a lot of flooding in India and Pakistan as well. And during rainy season, even really well managed cities like Tokyo, we've seen some flooding over here as well. So yeah, but generally things are more developed here in these countries, and it's not lethal in these areas, but in those like in South Asia, those it tends to get really worse when flooding happens. So yeah, be careful with that.
Alright, I'm gonna place this over here, and I'm gonna test if these screws fit in with these 90-degree T inserts.
Yeah, it's really strange because flooding, this is the first time I'm hearing about flood season in October, and I think probably because of the global warming, the weather patterns are starting to become more and more unpredictable as the days go by, because usually we get the worst flooding in those areas during the monsoon seasons. But yeah, Chetsna, your project is very cool. Thank you so much. Thank you. And yeah, thank you for always showing up, and we are documenting the entire process. So if you want to build this robot, if you want to work on this project, you're more than welcome to follow the steps and the process to build it yourself. And you have been playing around a lot with IoT and robotics projects, so
yeah, I think you can very easily replicate robotics project, IoT project, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be doing many of these in the future. I hope to contact with you. Yeah, for sure. You can reach out to us on. We do have. I think Instagram page.
Yeah, you can reach us on Instagram page. It's gonna be Cruise and Coffee. So @Cruise and Coffee, CRUISE Cruise and Coffee. So you can reach out to us over there as well, and we're gonna be doing these live streams. We're gonna be working on some robotics projects, and I'm also gonna be making some animation live streams as well. I need your support.
What do you need our support with?
Yeah.
Is it a project or some you want to know about some project or some design work, or what exactly?
Ali, so I found an issue which is gonna limit us which is gonna keep us from building the other leg, and the issue is these hex stands. I don't think we have them.
Oh, we might need to visit the hardware store tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna visit the hardware store, and until then I think
it's gonna be difficult to work on the other leg up till then. So
Yeah.
we're basically stuck at this stage.
Yeah, let's just assemble the body because I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the
Yeah,
body
I
as
think
well.
let's put
Uh,
together the body and let's put the PC, the Arduino, the IMU and everything in there because
Yep.
yeah, those steps also need to be like finished. So what I can do meanwhile is I can attach the Vago connectors, I think.
Yeah, solder. Okay. Yeah.
Not even like
okay.
solder them.
Yeah, you can do that. You can attach the Vago connectors.
Okay, let me try and move to the other side of the
Yeah.
robot.
By the way, Chetna, you can send us a DM on Instagram.
Yeah, you
the
can.
Channel, the account that we mentioned.
Yeah.
@Cruise CRUISE and AND Coffee COFFE. Cruise and Coffee. So you can reach out to us there and you can send a DM.
Yeah, so another thing we need for building this robot is these Vago connectors, and they are used to connect wires that are gonna be short. So instead of just soldering those wires together or attaching them together using a tape or something, these connectors are really efficient in a sense that you can remove those connections anytime you want to. Someone dropped a like on the video. Thank you so much for supporting the live stream. Chetna, it's probably Chetna, yeah, who dropped the live stream. Thanks, Chetna, and okay, bro, I will contact. Yeah, looking forward to it, and I'm curious to hear what kind of project you're building and what exactly you need help on. So yeah, these are the Vago connectors, and now I'm gonna try moving to the other side of the robot, and I'm gonna try making those connections.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of work in just the body of the robot. It's far more than what we're seeing on the surface at the moment. As we keep building, there's gonna be more and more work.
Yeah, so if we can move this camera slightly upwards, let me try and not mess up everything. Okay, so it's up now, and I think now I'm gonna move there. Do we have a cup? I don't wanna bring this thing in camera. So
we do have the Ember one, or if you want.
Yeah, the Ember one is good to go. The Ember one should be good.
Clean?
Yeah?
Is it clean?
Yeah, the Ember one is clean.
Okay.
Okay, let me just pour my coffee in there.
Yeah, so
coffee is the best add-on for these kinds of projects. If you do any sort of coding, or if you work on hardware projects and you guys don't drink coffee, I don't even know how you do it. Can you give me some room to pause? Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna attach somewhere over here at the back side of
guys, I am in the camera. Hey guys, hello, nice seeing you guys. I'm gonna try to make some way over here. I'm gonna try to get in here, and then I'm gonna start working on these Vago connectors for the robot. Yep, so
Chetna is asking, what is the name of main controller, Raspberry Pi or more? So it's a little bit different for this robot. In the case of this robot, the main controller is a PC. So it's a full-fledged Intel PC. I don't know if we can.
You can just let me grab it. Can you move this slightly? Yeah, this setup is not the most ideal, but we like cooked it up in the last minute.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be the most ideal setup. But let me grab the PC and we are gonna show it to you. I'm disconnecting all the wires, disconnecting everything. Guys, if you are watching this live stream on Twitch, let us know
Yeah, so this
what you think about this robot, and let us know what if you guys need to see anything, if you guys want to see the leg of the robot, and if you guys want a follow-up on or a summary on where you can see the entire process of building this robot.
Yeah, so first of all, this robot is UC Berkeley Humanoid Light. It's open source. They have all the documentation in detail as well as tutorials, the code. They've shared everything, and they have a bill of materials as well, the components that are used to build this robot together. And in the case of this robot, the main controller, like the main part where the environment is set up, and which is going to be controlling all of these actuators and everything, from where will send the commands to this robot, is this PC. So Raspberry Pi or any other, like maybe NVIDIA Jetson Nano, those sort of things can also be used, of course, in robotics projects, but they're more so used when you're using your own custom projects. In this case, we did have a dedicated bill of materials, so we wanted to go by their exact bill of materials that the UC Berkeley team has specified, and it has Ubuntu installed.
Yep.
It does not have Windows, it has Linux Ubuntu installed, and they have, once again, they have all the instructions in their documentation.
Another thing you guys need to know when building this robot or working on this kind of project is, if you guys are using Raspberry Pi or any other custom microprocessor, you need to write your own software and libraries for running this robot, because this particular robot, the software the team has prepared for this robot, it runs on a very specific architecture which would be specific to this Intel PC that we have. Raspberry Pi's 4, 4B plus and Raspberry Pi 5, they run on a different architecture than compared to this robot, so you will have to do a lot of modification to the libraries and the code overall if you want to run it using a Raspberry Pi. It is possible, but it's gonna be a lot of work to do that.
Yeah. How many full cost of this project? Now, all right. Instead of just simply asking instead of just simply sharing the cost for this project, let me share the overall roughly the cost of building humanoid robots in general in market. I think this one is the cheapest one in the entire humanoid robot space that you can build at the moment, and this one is roughly around $5,000, 5,000 US dollars. Then a little bit, if you have a little more budget than that, for maybe any company that's building this, the K-bot is the next best option, and I think that comes around $9,000 or $10,000. The K-bot from the K-Scale Labs. And then even after that, if you have more budget, then Unitree, I think Unitree or other Chinese companies are selling robots that maybe come around $30,000 or somewhere around that range. And those are not DIY. They're obviously selling those robots. This one and the K-Scale Lab one, they're fully open source, and you can build them at home. The cost for building this one, the entire components, will be roughly around $5,000 or a little bit more than that even. And if you want to build the K-bot, obviously that one's a little bit more better than this and good looking as well. The cost for that one would be roughly around, I don't know, $9,000 or $10,000. if you guys have been following these live streams on YouTube, this is the first time we have changed our camera angle, so you get to see more of our lab, and this is how the lab looks like.
Yeah, because just the robot was getting too big for our table.
Yep, so
the robot was getting a little
yeah,
too
but
big for
the earlier videos, they are better in the sense that you get to see exactly how everything was being put together. So if you want to follow in more detail, like step by step on how to build this robot, those live streams, that camera angle is gonna be much better. But we were getting to a stage where this thing was becoming just too big.
Yeah, it's a lot of money in Pakistani rupees as well. A lot of money. But I mean, usually in our case, we only do these projects when we have some very good client or partner that we're working with. In this case, we have a very good partner that we're working with, and he has some contacts here in Japan, and he's raising investments and presenting this. We have a whole timeline for this project in the future. We're gonna be pitching this as well, so the costs, they are being covered in this case.
Yeah, so
I know it's a lot of money in Pakistan, India, and Sri Lanka. I know $5,000 is a lot, even from, I think, Japan standards.
Yep, it is a lot, even from if you consider
Even in Japan.
The costs of everything in Japan. It is a lot of money, and you really don't want to be building something like this unless you have enough money to play around with R&D. If you have enough money on the sidelines to do research and development, and if you plan on, unless you plan on moving on with these kinds of robotics commercially, then that money is not going to be worth it. Like, this project is not like a, you would say, hobbyist IoT project or any robotics project.
Yeah, it's definitely not a hobby project, and not worth it for a hobby project if you do not have any aspirations maybe for commercial robotics sort of projects in the future. There are cheaper alternatives which are somewhat similar level of complexity than this robot.
Yeah, there are many mini versions of this as well.
Yeah, I think the Skara arm, if you know, I'm making the shape with my hand, the 6 degree of freedom robotic arms, they are much more cheaper than this, and they have roughly similar level of complexity or robotics knowledge required or skill set required, roughly similar to these robots. So those are decent projects to do at a small scale. I think a Skara can be built for much cheaper if you 3D print it, maybe even under $600, maybe even.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even under $600, but it is complex.
Yeah, I mean, Skara also has, in terms of budget, it has a lot more options compared to humanoids.
Yeah.
In terms of open source projects and just general experiments done on the project.
I already have Raspberry Pi 4. Can I make humanoid robot using? Oh, let me bring Raspberry Pi 4 here. Right, we have multiple laying around in our lab as well. Raspberry Pis. Yeah, of course you can build a humanoid robot using Raspberry Pi, but it's more so gonna be a hobbyist sort of a project. Just if you understand at least that much, that it's gonna be a hobby project and not an industry ready project. Even this is not industry ready. Even this is an MVP or like proof of concept sort of a robot. If we were to like deploy it commercially for commercial applications or industrial applications, I doubt that this is gonna do very good. We will need to move to more sturdy components, aluminum or those parts, and obviously that's gonna require even more money.
So yeah, you can 100% make humanoid robot using Raspberry Pis. It's just gonna be very small scale. In fact, I have seen some very cool humanoid robots built using Raspberry Pi in Japan. I have seen robots. However, those were projects that I worked on with clients, and I cannot share the exact details. But yeah, it's totally possible to build humanoid robots using Raspberry Pis. In that case, I think there were more. Yeah, I can showcase the motors. So
can you hand me the long blue wire?
So the for the actuators, you can use these motors. These are servo motors. You might know about these already. You might even have some of them. This one is a little heavier, a little more strong, but there's little ones as well. Yeah, like this one. This one is, I think, 996R. So you can use these servo motors to control the arms or the legs of the robot. So it's gonna be a small scale robot, but yeah, for sure you can build a humanoid using this board.
Yeah, can you hand me the blue wire, the thicker one, the 14 gauge one, the light blue?
This one, right?
Yeah. So I am making all the power connections for the robot using the Wagyu connectors, and once we have made all the connections, I'm gonna make sure nothing is short. We have all the connections perfectly sitting in their locations, and I'm also making sure to follow the coloring scheme for the because it's DC voltage and it's not reversible, so I'm trying to make sure not to mess up the wiring. So we have this one over here, it's short, then we have this one over here, and then we have the next one. Now we're gonna move to the next connector here.
Yeah, so for the
I think the Twitch stream is cooked, probably because from what
of the bitrate.
Yeah, because of the bitrate, and from what I'm observing, people are tuning in and then they just are dropping off. But that could also be it could also be the case that they're not interested in the robot.
Yeah, that could
at
be
all. Yeah.
Can
there's
we
Twitch, and
can we watch the replay on Twitch afterwards?
I don't think so. I think only like Twitch partners or Twitch affiliates, they get the option to keep their videos as words after the live stream ends. So I don't think we'll have the video live on Twitch, but we will have it live for anyone who wants to follow the tutorial or watch the entire build. We do have all these videos live on YouTube. So the cutter for this one is messed up. I think I'm gonna need this plier. This plier is really good. It's a big lifesaver. I'm gonna be using this to expose the copper on these wires.
Okay. That was messy.
You just attach it to where it needs to go on.
Yeah, I think it
and let's just hang a single leg while we can. We're gonna attach the other leg while the lower part of the robot's body and the groin area is hanging from the upper part of the body. It's gonna be much more funny assembling the second leg like that on live stream. We can add some, if we can write custom policies to this robot. Maybe we can do some custom policies with some donations or subs. Okay, so I think this is probably going to be the last Wago connector for the ground cables, and after that I think I'm going to be free of this side. Yep, so just one more Wago connector. Thank you so much. Your advices and information. I will make my robot in next year because I have AI exam in next month. I need your more advice. I will contact with you. Yep, I'm excited to see. Looking forward to what you build. And yeah, if you need any advice or any help, just reach out to me. And yeah, best of luck with your exams as well. Best of luck with your exams. Yeah, for sure, man. Reach out. Excited to discuss with you. So yeah, I have finished the Wago connectors for ground on this side of the robot, and they look much better aesthetically as well. Yeah. So by the way, just like we mentioned, we do have some very good Sri Lankan friends here as well, but it's just night time over here. It's roughly 2 a.m. here in Japan, so obviously we cannot bring them here to have a discussion. They don't push nighters like us. They have more sane routine compared to us. They generally work during the daytime and rest during the nighttime. Yeah, but maybe, who knows, we can have them on live stream someday as well. Someday maybe. Yeah, who knows. Goodbye, bro. See you. Yeah, goodbye. See you as well. Thank you for tuning in. Take care, and best of luck for your exams, Chetna. Yeah, best of luck for the exams, and yeah, see you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Looking forward to seeing what robot you build. Looking forward to it. So there was this other dude that used to comment in our live streams. He was from India, and he followed this project for a while, and he has been building his own humanoid robot. And he showed some pictures to me for the robot he was building, and it was literally made of, the limbs of the robot were made of wood. Oh. And you know the wood sticks from the ice creams and stuff like that. I don't know what the exact term for that is in English, but yeah, I have it like somewhere in the back of my head. But yeah, you know, the wooden stick with the that comes with the ice cream you purchase. The limbs of the robot were made of that, and of course some custom made wood as well for the longer limbs and stuff like that. And that stuff, like, I was really glad to see to what extent, to what lengths people go to building projects like this. Yeah, I can never see myself building a humanoid robot using ice cream sticks and random chopping random wood. 3D printing stuff is way more easier, but if you cannot afford it, you don't have any excuse. I'm gonna in some other live stream, if someone makes an excuse, I'm gonna pull up that image that guy sent to me, and he had like whole kind of kinematics and inverse kinematic equations written on his register as well. It was really messy homework diary and register, something like that. So yeah, there's no excuse when building this stuff. You can't make any excuse if you don't have like enough resources to experiment something like this. Whatever stage you're on, you can probably spin something up to work on a project. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. There's a will, there's a way. And if you kind of know what you're doing, and if you're really excited about this project, you can always talk to an investor. It's pretty easy I would say to find investors willing to invest in robotics and projects like that these days as opposed to earlier days, because this technology was exclusively in R&D domain in the past, but these days it has started to move a little bit to commercial side. Like it's obviously not like the space is not buzzing the commercial side of the robotics, but yeah, it's way more alive than it used to be a couple of years ago.
This screw is just not going in. I think I'm gonna have to need a bit longer length.
Yeah, I mean it's barely making its way to the other side. What length is this leg screw?
It's this one.
No, sorry. What size is this screw? It is M4.
Yeah, M4X.
Yeah, I think this is M4. Yeah. So I don't know if I have a M4 ones in here. I probably will have.
I think there were some pretty decent ones in one of the trays we had.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, these ones are M5 for sure. Yeah, I don't know if we have M4X. Longer ones. M4X7 or anything like that. That will. Yeah, you can try these ones.
Yeah, these.
Yeah. It's good to have a lot of stuff lying around in your lab, because it really comes in handy. And also, if you are setting up your lab, I would recommend ordering stuff in bulk from Temu or China. Any store in China would do, but usually stores like AliExpress, they prefer, if you buy in bulk, that's their preferred way of selling stuff. But if you buy stuff in bulk, you can have access to a lot of stuff lying around in the lab, and you literally, with these kinds of projects, you don't know when you might need something. We've got a chat on Twitch, and it's just a bot. It's just a bot. Hey bot, hope you're doing good. Best viewers from that. No, we already have our best viewers on YouTube. We already have some really cool people joining us on YouTube, so we don't need your best viewers.
Yeah. So earlier I was looking at the 3D printer business. And I have some interesting observations regarding this industry.
Okay.
Yeah. So and of course these are just initial assessments. These are not very final verdicts or anything like that. Just very initial understandings and investment observations from the space.
Okay.
I think in general the first year is the toughest one, and in the first year, on average, the profit, not the revenue, the profit in general, once again, that the person's take home after everything is deducted, all of that, is anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 or $8,000.
No, that's like, I think, too much. That's like overestimating it, because
that is pretty consistent from what I've seen across different.
Okay.
And in all honesty, that's not a lot. So like $4,000 for an entire year is pretty much nothing.
Okay.
For an entire year.
I was
$4,000 to $7,000.
I was thinking about a month.
No, not a month.
Yeah. So generally, from what I have seen, the first month is the most difficult. But in a year, you can.
Even in a year. So this was an interesting observation, because it kind of makes you go like, okay, this I need to have this understanding that this business is not gonna work in the entire by the entire next year.
Yeah.
It is a side hustle. It should begin as a side hustle on the side. It's a child project that you have to keep ramping up on the side, and you're not expecting any money from it for the next 1 or 2 years.
Yep. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, that's like one observation that I have had. The second thing is that in second year things start to pace up.
Okay.
And I have seen people have very rare moments where they've had even more than 100 orders in a single month in some cases. So that was the second thing. And the third most crazy thing, and this is probably the best one, which makes it which makes this field seem a worthwhile pursuit, is that 3D printing and product is very close to in general building products. So like imagine yourself being a hardware product company with electronics PCB, really thorough and detailed, maybe like a
I
shaving
think
machine.
that's the number one allure or appeal of this kind of business.
Yeah, so I
Because
saw
it's just, you can just market those products. For example, like YouTube here gives you option to, sell your own merch or list your own products, whatever you've built, be it 3D prints, be it like PCBs for really specific use cases. YouTube here allows you to do that. So you in the first year or so, you can try targeting it, that kind of stuff on Etsy, Amazon, and even on YouTube as well. Yep. So
there's a very interesting video which I watched. It was sort of a video sort of similar to Michael Reeves sort of a style. Michael Reeves is that
the one who makes the robots.
Robotics. Right.
Wild
It was pretty. The video had pretty similar vibe, but it was about 3D printing products, and the quality of the product was mind blowing. It was extremely beautiful, and it was like a drill. It was a completely practical product, sort of the one that you would maybe see on Amazon or Temu or these sort of websites. It had electronics, engineering.
So like he was making and selling those products.
Yes.
And
that product was extremely and that sort of opened up this new idea about this field in my head, that alright, making products with 3D printing is not so different from product designing in general. So the skills that you learn along the way over 1 to 3 years, it compounds to you actually making practical products. Really practical products, and introducing them in the market and testing the waters. And even if one product takes off, it for a while it keeps giving you.
I wonder how many of our viewers who come to these live streams, if any at all, have tested this before, because it's pretty close to the field we are making videos in right now. It's pretty much exactly the same.
I think 3D printing is sort of having its similar moment to digital marketing, whereby it's gonna become because more and more homes in general are having it's getting easier to have 3D printers and set up your home labs and be able to pump out a few products, test ideas, and iterate. So it's sort of going through that phase.
But I don't think a lot of people are gonna be like, if you see tech field or tech domains in general, they are pretty few and far between.
I know, but it's even
like there are a lot of Blender creators and modelers, but they're not like what do you call it? They're not like embedded or electronics people. So their products are going to be limited to avatars or like Goku action figures, stuff like that.
So I know. While that is true. By the way, Reg is here. Hello guys, it's going well. Yes. Hey Reg, good to have you back again. So
good to see you again, Reg. And we tried to spin up a different camera angle
this time around it was made in a real hurry, but the robot was getting too big for the table, the bird's eye view camera. So that's why we have this, like we have hanging this thing hanging with this weird what's this even called, I don't even know.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah. But generally the upcoming live streams, they're gonna have this sort of camera angle where the entire body of the robot will be visible. And today we are probably gonna attach the this one leg that we made. If I can grab it.
Yeah, just a second. Let me.
Yeah, you use the dinosaur equipment. It's like way more fast and efficient. Yeah, I have the dinosaur equipment attached to the power socket over there, so you can use it. So yeah, so Reg, this is the left leg of the robot, and as you can see, right at this stage, everything is too big for the earlier camera angle we had. So it has a really good range of motion. So it gets locked over here. It doesn't go like beyond, and this is the range of motion on the leg. And the foot over here, if I am able to rotate it like this way laterally, it has a really nice range of motion over here as well. Wow, so this thing can play soccer. Let's gather all Messi or Ronaldo's data and train this thing on that. But anyways, yeah, we are gonna be attaching this one leg of the robot to the body of the upper body of the robot now, and probably the next live stream they're gonna have this sort of angle where we are gonna have the entire robot in view, in frame, because the table it's pretty small. Although it's easier to work on the table, but it's pretty small. Ali, it's not perfectly in now it's in view like this.
Yeah, this robot will have good balance. Yeah, definitely. They did make the design seems to consider that. Legs are much more bigger than the upper body. Yeah, they're much bulkier as well as much bigger than the upper body. So they did have that in consideration.
On the other side, on the material gathering and procurement side, we have gotten these Wago connectors, and that's what I'm using to connect the power cables for the robot, because we are in such a hurry with this project that this is a real mess. So this is permanent soldering over here. So if we want to remove one of the actuators of this robot, we won't be able to do it because of the permanent connections. We just wanted to test this thing. I'm probably gonna have to cut these wires now and attach these Wago connectors over there as well. But for the remaining limbs of the robot, we have these connectors now. So that's what I'm gonna be using for the remainder of the robot. And these connectors are really helpful because they allow you to disconnect any actuator at any stage of testing.
Yeah. On a side note, today we are also discussing, while building this robot, a little bit about 3D printing industry. And so a lot of people in general have hobby 3D printing setup on the sideline, which they start with maybe one 3D printer, and they start building their own products or selling famous products on eBay, Amazon, Etsy stores, and then scale it up on the side. So we were discussing that business model on this live stream. Reg, if you're still listening, do you have any idea about the 3D printing market or any experience with this industry? It's one very interesting niche or industry that I've been looking into for a few days now, and it seems pretty interesting to me.
Yeah. It's something we want to try.
Yeah,
sometime in the future, once we were not as caught up with these projects as much,
although it's like really difficult that's a really difficult case, and
Yeah, I think
usually you're always busy, but it's something we want to slowly roll in on the side as well, just as a hobby or as an experimental sort of thing.
Yeah, so the thing that you mentioned about not as many people being in this market as in SMMA or social media marketing.
The barrier to entry in those fields is really small. In terms of like, you just gotta learn cold calling, outreach, cold emailing. You gotta set up Zapier and stuff like that. But in terms of in this field, you are in a pretty unique position. If you, it might be like some sort of a bias, but if you've spent last few years learning modeling on CADing softwares and also on Blender, and on top of that, PCB design, certification in electrical engineering, and how to get your product certified, or if you're using already certified projects, you don't need certifications of what sensors and stuff you need to select because they're already certified, and how to make like a really appealing product
In general,
in general. So adding customizable LED lights using a mobile phone app or something like that, and then you can have a single, sorry for the noise guys, you can have a single mobile phone application for like 100 of different products. They all connect to that app using a unique identifier or something like that. So it's a pretty niched, I would say, group of people or market. It's not going to be as competitive in my opinion.
Okay, a slightly different take on that. It could be a little bit of a bias. I think the market in general is going to be similar to SMMA, because first of all, in SMMA or especially cold calling or sales, it's not an easy skill.
Reg said, wow, yes, it's big.
Yeah,
This robot will have good balance. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know about that. Reg, I'm confused if the foot I've attached to this robot, if it's the right foot or not. Because in the live stream, after we ended the last live stream, we were in such a hurry that whatever foot we had lying around, I just attached it to the leg of the robot. I haven't looked at the whole entire body of the robot since, so I'm not even sure if it's the right leg or not. But yeah, we're gonna like figure it out in the coming few live streams, hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be similar to the SMMA in the aspect that maybe around 90-95% of the people that will be in the market are just gonna be copycats. They're just gonna be their store is maybe not gonna have that much sales. They're not gonna go too deep into the field or study the markets and all of that. And then there's gonna be the rest 5-10% people.
I mean, that's like in all the markets, but the early movers advantage in the case of your store or your whatever website eventually you will have, it's gonna be huge in terms of like people, the copycats and whatnot. They're only gonna have access to that via your website or your whatever, like
100%.
But to start off, you have to go the Etsy route, those routes.
No, I think outside of
unless
Etsy,
you have like 1 million followers or
outside of
a really
Etsy,
big social media page.
Outside of Etsy, the people who make their own custom very niche products, for example, for the coffee machines or for the laser engravers, or those sort of things, I don't think they have any competition at all. They have quote unquote made it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I saw one person. I'll show you his video later on. He has probably found his ideal niche with his ideal products, which are not being built anywhere in US at all. He's the only person who's so like he's in a completely blue ocean.
Okay.
He's completely in a new market. and his designs are totally closed source. The one that I showed you, the one who
Okay.
doesn't share his STLs anywhere, and so it's like his product. And
Yeah, and
it's
there's just so much you can build off of one single certified PCB, like in terms of evergreen markets, like for example, like lightings, or things related to events or functions. So some sort of lighting, or I
Yeah,
think
so
you need
let's
a
just-
bigger place for live stream to see the robot completely when completed. Yes, I agree. I think we're gonna move the camera way back when we don't have any other place. When we are testing the software and we're running some policies, we're gonna move the camera way back, and hopefully we'll have the entire thing in view. But after that, probably once we have a successful policy or something like that, we're gonna be taking this robot outside. I don't know if we're gonna be live streaming that or we're gonna be making a YouTube video simply for that. But yeah, the place here is really tiny, and that's generally the case with everything in Japan. Everything in Japan is tiny, and you realize it the moment you exit the airport. Here in Tokyo, everything is tiny. If I can, Ali, can you pass me the water from there? It's gonna be really loud. You are in Japan now. Oh my god. My
Yeah.
Yep, Reg, we're in Japan right now. We're based in Tokyo in Japan, and the lab we're working in right now is Kawasaki. It's slightly different prefecture, but it's pretty much Tokyo. Like you can say it's around 10 our lab is around 10-hour drive from where we're based in Tokyo. So yeah, we're in Japan right now. So I'm gonna have to like sneak in there, or maybe we can just rotate it like this. So it's still a bit visible, and then I can just work on these connectors.
I heard that Japanese women are very pretty.
Yeah, you gotta visit and see, man, for yourself. Everyone has their own preferences, so
Yeah.
just fly to Tokyo, check them out.
Yeah, I guess that's a very subjective matter. Have you ever been to Japan, Reg? And have you ever confirmed this fact for yourself or not? By the way, I think everyone who is outside of Japan says that.
No, I think it's the thing with the like it's the like, I don't know the exact wording for that, but it's the the Western people, they generally find Asian people more attractive and vice versa. So it's I don't know, there's a really specific
not too loud.
yeah,
Not too loud.
I don't know, there's a really specific term for it as well. Reg, you will probably know that. It's called the Asian fever. Yeah, it's Asian fever or something like that.
Oh, Asian fever.
Yeah, they call it Asian fever or something like that. So Reg, Google symptoms for Google is probably gonna tell you have Asian fever. By the way, this is not any sort of comment on the fact if Japanese women are pretty or not. It's just like, yeah, but we're not making any sort of statement or stance on that.
Yeah.
Our
then
stance
that's
is you just gotta fly to Tokyo, see it for yourself.
Yeah, confirm for yourself. Yeah, or not even fly to Tokyo. You can check on Google or YouTube.
Nah, man, like it's.
No,
I mean, no.
it's
Yeah,
not,
if you got to like experience the place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the experience in person is very different from online. Yeah, I can.
Yep, but
That-
one
that's
thing
true.
I can definitely say is people in Japan generally are way more kind. Ouch. Yeah, just grab that one. Just grab the. People in Japan are way more kind compared to a lot of other places in world. There was a dinosaur frame just now. All good. That's good. Yeah. I have never been to Japan, but from what I have seen, they are very pretty. But we in West love Japanese. Yeah, I love Japanese people too. Yeah, they are definitely a lot more kind, compassionate, and caring compared to a lot of other regions in the world. And it's for the first, I would say, like 2 or 3 weeks. Even if you are in Japan, you tend to be really shocked by the fact that how much people here care for other people. And I'm saying that as someone from South Asian side, or even the Western lens, from what I the observation I have generally about Western people online, it really shocks you the way the society in Japan operates and how much people can be kind to each other. It just freezes your mind for a minute.
Yeah, that's true. There is a very huge aspect of culture shock once you come to Japan. It's very different from other countries in general.
Yep. So it's traveling wise, it's definitely one of the best destinations, I would say. One of the best places you can experience. If you like nature and if you like hiking, then Nepal and Pakistan, I would say, are pretty up there in terms of hiking, mountaineering,
Yeah. Nepal, India, Pakistan, all three are really
and
amazing
then
countries for hiking.
Europe has some really cool trails as well. If you don't want to like go on really tough hikes or really tough trails, if you want to have cafes along the way, really nice places to stay, then Europe has some really cool trails as well. So the last one, yep, I will have to connect this as well.
Yeah, so for the 3D printing,
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you the video of the Michael Reeves sort of guy afterwards, and it's pretty cool, the product that he builds. It's almost like a fully fleshed out product.
Yep, and there was this other guy who,
Fleshed out.
yeah, I found this one really helpful video about 3D print electronics projects. You know, the one I showed you, that video is also really cool. But yeah, generally for people that are doing that, they have been building their products, their stuff for years at that point.
Years, yep.
Yep,
Yep.
and it requires.
So that's also one thing about this business model, that it's in 1 year it's not gonna arrive anywhere, and it's yeah, you have to start it considering it as something that you're ramping up on the side,
Yeah.
and then even then there's a lot of iteration and R&D that goes into this, because introducing a product to market, it's a completely different game altogether.
Yeah. I mean, but it's generally the case with like everything it's kind of, I would say, the same for software products. No, the thing with software products is you can. Yeah, the thing with software is it's just so easy to duplicate or scale a software product as opposed to a hardware business.
Yes.
Yeah, but just because of that reason, every tech bro is in like software field at the moment. Everyone and their dog is building a software SaaS application.
Yeah, and branding really ties into all of this. I mean, all of the things that we're doing, ultimately they all tie into each other, but branding is also a huge part of it. I've seen multiple people who are building their own 3D printing products and selling them on their own Shopify stores and whatnot. I've seen many of them say that once they create their own Shopify stores, getting traffic there is a huge problem, and they have to go onto these tangents where they're having to think of making TikTok pages for 3D printing products or like technology or whatnot.
And I mean, it's like there's overall generally there's more struggle with
marketing side.
No, just overall in hardware business, because getting people interested, getting a sale is one problem, and then shipping it, sorting out all the logistics and everything is another issue. And in terms of software, it's just so easy. You only have to focus on bringing in the customers, bringing in new users, and just maintaining whatever you've built.
Yeah, there's so much to do, man. That's so crazy. There are so many fields, and even hardware products and business is different from software or AI space in general, which is a huge ocean in it of itself. There's just so much to do. I think it's kind of like the problem which people run into, where they're like the sort of the problem that the guy that was in Islamabad and who's running his business, he's running into, that he has so many ideas. All of them are viable ideas, all of them can turn into something, but he just doesn't have the time to do all of them at the moment. And things take time, but you know, if you
oh wow, that's so weird. I just left one actuator without a connection.
How many Wago connectors do we have?
I think we have a lot, but if we end up not making all the connections using Wago connectors, we're just gonna hard solder everything. On other news, Sneeko got unbanned from YouTube, and it's so interesting because YouTube always, or any platform in general, almost never does that. So what Sneeko is claiming by doing that is he has sort of YouTube or Google has sort of admitted defeat in his case, that they were like, oh okay, you were right all along in terms of whatever you were speaking. And his sort of comeback video on YouTube, it's pretty sick in terms of editing and the direction of the video. It's really cool. But he was banned on the platform for like 3 years, and he was talking to the platform all during these years, and he was having back and forth exchanges with the platform, and he just recently got unbanned on the platform, which is really interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Usually these platforms do not I think they sort of do care about these things once the person is the influencer is big enough, which was the case for Sneeko, I think.
Yep, but I mean, Yeah, I don't know, like if they want to, like if platforms want to remove it, they can just make any excuse, but it's pretty rare to see an account unbanned like this, because usually it's just a ban for life, especially if you're such a big creator. It's really rare to see platforms apologize, or not even like apologize, just like admit that the lifetime ban we applied on you was wrong, and you can just start uploading videos again. And it's pretty rare to see. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm missing any connection over here, but it's like almost 3 in the morning over here, so we're gonna like pass through these connections, and if later on while doing continuity test, if we find out any connections are missing, we're just gonna fix them on the spot. So.
This one is pretty hard to get in over here.
Which one?
This one, because we have already attached.
Yeah. You can use this one. Let me grab it. You can try it by using this unit.
I'll just keep it like this for now. I'll see the next step.
The coffee I just drank, it just disappeared somewhere in the bloodstream. It's like having no effect at all. Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna connect these Wago connectors. So I'm gonna start from scratch with these ones. I'm also gonna start from scratch in terms of this connection as well. So let's just remove these two, and let's start from scratch. So I'm gonna have one connection over here, one connection going towards the the battery. I am gonna need one more blue wire for it.
I saw another video from another guy who made the motor like you. He made a hole in the PLA to pass the motor wires. This avoid to see all the wires. Yeah. I'm not sure if you're talking about TK or any other channel. I think TK is one other guy who also has a lot of tutorials on.
No, but
Berkeley
yeah,
Humanoid.
I don't know
But
if we've seen any tutorial from TK on that, especially making the wires neat. But generally, on this robot, I think yeah, the wires do look a bit messy.
Yeah, but there are
I don't know about making any holes through the PLA, but it's generally easier once all the wiring is done to make channels for wires and make the thing look pretty.
Yeah, so in the Discord server, there is a guy who has spent a lot of time on wiring. So like in our case, we're having to sprint through this. We're trying to finish this as soon as we can. But he's been making this for a while now, and he spent a lot of time on wiring part. And his wiring is very clean as compared to ours. So in our case, the wires are just hanging around at the moment. But there are people in Discord who have done quite good wire management on the robot.
And they're very reachable, by the way. You can very easily reach out. The hole was only to pass the motor wires, not the actuators. Oh, okay. I understand. So these motor wires. So that way they do not get stuck once you fix this part, right?
Yep, but but I don't know, the thing with actuators is, in my opinion, the wires for the actuators, the PLA or the plastic for actuators already is like so thin that I'm sure you can do some sort of modifications with this, but I don't know exactly. I'm gonna have to look at that video, but I'm not exactly sure where to do modifications in this, because the design is already like so bare bones, and I'm afraid it might like even break if we apply too much load on the actuators. Generally they're pretty well made and they're pretty robust, but I don't want to be adding any holes or anything like that in this. But I'm curious to look at the design where he passed the wires through, and I'll try looking it up on the internet. So we are I was attaching the Wago connectors, and this one is gonna go to battery, and this one is also gonna go to battery. Then we need more wires coming through here for the next Wago connector. That's what we're gonna do. So far the only comment we've had on Twitch is a bot trying to sell us on something. I think people on Twitch are going to be really interested in this robot once their algorithm starts pushing it more on to the users on Twitch. It might be wishful thinking, but people of Twitch, they are fed so much degenerate stuff every single day that their brains are gonna be automatically like, this thing is gonna be appear so what's the word for it, like fresh is not the exact right word, but they are fed so much degenerate stuff every single day that this thing is gonna be a really breath of fresh air to them.
Yeah, fresh is not the right word for it because it makes it sound like this is a very cool setup, but it's not.
No, I'm talking about the hardcore building, electronics, embedded building, that sort of all the stuff. So instead of like people shocking their dogs, and people screaming on the cameras, raging in front of camera screen for playing random games, this is gonna be a breath of fresh air hopefully for the people on Twitch. It's sad that we can't paste pictures in the chat. I would have showed. Yeah, I mean that would have been really helpful. And I don't know why YouTube doesn't have that feature. I think you can add pictures or at least GIFs in TikTok chat. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you can do that in TikTok chat.
TikTok or Twitch?
TikTok.
TikTok chat?
I mean that's why the TikTok chat is the most it's the most degenerate out of like everyone, because people they do add a lot of memes and roast other people's by using pictures and memes.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like such a noisy place.
Yeah, and it makes the chat way more lively, for a lack of a better word. But the comments on TikTok, they are the most ruthless. They're the most ruthless. Yes, on TikTok, it's a new feature to be able to send picture. Okay, then maybe Reg, we need to move our multi-streaming to TikTok as well. I wonder what the like, 10-year-olds or 12-year-olds are gonna like think of when looking at this robot in this setup. What are the like 12-year-olds interested in these days? Even like
It depends.
I don't have the remotest idea except for like watching streamers do the most degenerate stuff. I don't know what the 12-year-olds are into these days.
Yeah, it depends though, because I have seen 12-year-olds, 13 years olds that are like live streaming, doing programming as well.
12-year-olds.
Yeah,
13.
yeah, 12, 13 year old, very young kids, even younger than that. I've seen 10-year-olds as well,
Hmm.
just programming.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so like it's very, and it's a lot of different sort of so like some 12-year-olds are interested in soccer, maybe sports, some of them in TikTok, entertainment, some
Yep.
of them
So
are
no, I
programming.
was asking more generally online, like. Yeah, I hope none of the 12-year-olds are like following King Azuli or something.
There will be.
Yeah, there are a lot of weirdos like that.
The sad thing is there are. Most
Yeah,
likely.
Reg, if you don't know about King Azulai, you're missing on something really cool. You need to have a look at that guy.
I am old, 54 years old. I don't go to TikTok often. 54 years old.
Yeah, it's the same for me in terms of like I'm not the most active on TikTok. I only open it to post every now and then, which
Yeah.
I don't think I have like more than I would say 40 or 50 posts, and it's just this kind of stuff that we're working on. So yeah, I'm also totally oblivious to whatever's happening on TikTok.
Yeah.
But whatever trends I've seen going on TikTok, or whatever I would say the internet commentary I have seen or internet drama happen on TikTok, it always is some of the most degenerate compared to all the other platforms. Just because how much the young kids are like willing to say slurs and everything on that platform, it's way more degenerate.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
my case, I don't even have a TikTok account. Never built one.
I think that's the best for your mental health. TikTok is a really big phenomena though. Like it's unavoidable at this stage. It's like one
Yeah,
of
in
the
terms of
unicorn platform at this point.
Yeah, in terms of branding or marketing, or just the exposure of your company or products being out there, it definitely, yeah, it's unavoidable in some sense. But in terms of consumption, that's a whole different story.
Oh wow, the leg somehow rotated all
Yeah,
the
it's
way.
rotating all around.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how I'm putting all of these.
Okay. Okay, so
different screws
so
and
you
bolts
can
in.
put the screws first, then I can
Yeah,
move on.
this
with
is the last one. This is the last one that I'm putting in.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna move this robot around a bit. So, yeah, the limbs are pretty flexible, and yeah, you can rotate them around. This one makes a bit of noise with the cycloidal gears jumping around in the actuators, but this one is pretty smooth. You can almost hear no voice when this one moves around. Last time I've been there, I saw always Sexy influencer that dance. My wife don't like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like TikTok is full of that stuff, and also Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is almost like a beta version of OnlyFans at this point. Yeah, and I don't think anyone on internet will disagree with this statement. Yeah, most attention online definitely goes to that stuff. But that's why I was saying, if we start live streaming on TikTok, and as we've started live streaming on Twitch, imagine people or kids that have been watching that stuff for, I don't know, like 2, 3, 4 years non-stop. Imagine what damage that stuff has done to their brains, and then they suddenly see this thing. It's definitely gonna feel different, at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some sort of a
They're gonna-
fresh or
Yeah,
different.
their default assumption would be that this is a dancing robot being built.
Yeah, yeah,
Dancing robot.
yeah.
Yeah. I know some people here in Japan, some friends who are all in 50s or 60s, and they also use TikTok. They use TikTok pretty often though.
Yep, I mean TikTok is pretty common in
Pretty
Japan.
common,
Pretty
yeah.
common in Japan.
Yeah, at this point, I've seen all people from all spectrum, teenage.
Yeah, and Reg, there are. I mean, I'm gonna let this train go by, and then I'm gonna. But you may receive more donation on TikTok than YouTube. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Yeah,
Because
I don't know. We've never like explored the TikTok market, anyways. But to me, it seems like a bunch of like young kids, or very the most narcissistic people on the internet are on TikTok. I don't think young people especially have like money to donate, and the people that are just there to garner attention, just to like get eyeballs, for lack of a better word, they're gonna be interested in donating to like some random robotics projects or anything
Yeah.
like that. But I would admit that I don't know a lot about TikTok as well. I don't know who knows.
yeah, I think the what you mentioned in your earlier comment, the influencers that dance, I think they get the most money.
Yeah,
on
I think
TikTok.
Reg, we
Not-
can do a social experiment. We can write, instead of building humanoid robot, we can write building a dance robot. We can try that on TikTok. It's probably gonna raise a lot of funds.
Yeah, it's late now in Japan. 2 a.m.
It's 3 a.m. over here in Japan.
Yeah, almost 3 a.m. Almost 3 a.m.
Ali, I think the ones we attached, these are wrong. These are not the right ones. I
These
think-
ones?
Yeah, but because the frame for the body that we had to make, we only have 2 of these. Otherwise, if we had 4 of these, we would have been able to make a square at the bottom. So we only have 2 of these. So these.
These might be incorrect then.
You
might need
no,
to-
just listen to me. Like,
I know, I understand.
yeah, so it's pretty narrow. These the hip joints are pretty close to each other. Ali, you can just take a picture of this whole hanging assembly and just say we are waiting on the 3 motor controllers. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the frame for a second. I think we're gonna be up until 4 a.m. in the morning. Yep, I think that's the maximum we're gonna be pushing. The missing part for this robot is the head. We do have a head lying around, Rich. I'm gonna bring it now. Okay, I have the head of the robot in my hand now, and we're gonna reveal it. In 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh, again, and it's so big. It's so big. Yeah, we can use this head for the robot. No, it has really cool eyes. This is a display. Like I'm pretty sure you've seen this on the channel, but yeah, we can. This is a P1.9 something LED matrix display, and we can put anything on there. And yeah, it'll look real nice. It's really too much big for the body, but it looks cool. In Japan, most robots are like geared towards being really cute. That's the thing that sells the most in the robot. But I did not, of course, you probably know this, but I didn't make this head for this robot. This humanoid, it was for a totally different project. And it's just sitting on the side. It's just collecting dust at this point.
Yeah,
so Ali, I was saying that this area, these aluminum, the length of this is really small, and the length of this needs to be same as the length between the shoulders of the robot.
Nope. So like in the video, it's not the same length.
What do you mean?
It's most likely the correct ones that we've used.
No, I'm saying this is correct one. The upper one needs to be this length.
Oh yeah, that
because of the in general, like human beings as well, the ratio is almost the same for the shoulders and for the legs, between the distance between the legs. I think we're gonna destroy this prop that we've put up if we try to disassemble this thing. But what do we do? Yeah, I think we can start by unboxing these aluminum profiles. I'm gonna unbox these, and then what we can do is we can attach 2 more aluminum profiles to these at 90-degree angles, and then we can replace this part over here. So Rich, from what I understand right now, the distance between these two shoulders is pretty wide, and we need to replace it with this aluminum profile. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this part. And yeah, I think it's gonna look really weird when the shoulders are gonna brought close together. Ali, can you open the full image of the robot? I want to see if it looks like the shoulders are really tucked in and they're like real close to the body or not.
We may have a little bit of a problem.
I don't know if you ever seen the robot in the movie H2G2. It has a big head. It's a depressed robot, lol. I don't think I think we've seen H2O2. I think it's called the one in Star Wars.
No, we've not seen the H2G2 one. The Star Wars one, the Star
D2.
Wars one. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah,
That
I
was
really
cool.
love that robot, and
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to build with the robot head I showed you. So it was gonna be an
Yeah, I've just-
omnidirectional head.
I just looked at the H2G2 robot and it looks like a grandpa.
It looks so funny.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it does look depressed and angry at all times.
It's such a funny robot.
Yeah, check this image. It looks so annoyed at all times.
It's such a cool brand mascot.
Yeah.
Can you pass me those inner brackets? These
These are really cool, by the way. Yeah, they've really grown onto me. They're really amazing. So if we check, wait a minute.
Yep.
Check this tutorial. Check this video.
Tutorial.
Check this video. So the first issue, a small issue that we have is that we check this.
Yeah.
I don't even know which part of body exactly is this. Which part of body is this?
It's the lower body, no?
This part?
Yeah, I mean it's the.
It's like we need.
No. Okay. So this part that you are seeing over here, it's where is it on the legs? It's this part.
No, I think the robot is sitting like this. So that's why this
Yeah,
part is over here.
yeah.
But this is exactly this part.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we need to add these two inside, which are not here.
What inside?
These two. And then we have to put a seat on top of it, which is there. over
Okay,
here. The seat is
and
over here.
then what do we need to do?
And then after that,
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, and check after this as well. Just a second. Check after this as well. Once we have, we need to attach these on the foreside. Tick, 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 tick,
Okay.
and then this. Boom.
What's even this?
This is like the entire upper frame. So like this
Okay.
part, this part, and these, which will come on top of this part.
The length is what's confusing me. Can you pass it over?
Check the length. Check the length in the.
Yeah. I need to confirm. Yeah. So I think
It is pretty long. It seems to be the correct
Yeah,
one.
these ones seem to be correct ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I think these ones are the correct ones. Yep, this is a bit confusing, but I do we have more of these, Ali? Do we have more of these? We have 3 live viewers on Twitch. Oh wow! So we have more of these parts.
No, they're not the same size, I think.
But
It's just a matter of figuring out which parts go where. I think these are all the parts from the BOM.
yeah, yeah. Just looking at the robot hanging down, I think it's pretty easy to figure out the. Okay, so. Yep, so what we are looking at right now, if I can also show it in the camera,
Yeah.
that's robot name in the movie is Marvin. That's a really interesting name for a depressed robot.
Yeah, that robot looks like it's
Yeah,
annoyed all
the
the
name
time.
Marvin kind of suits that robot as well. Yeah, so we are looking at this footage of the humanoid right now, and we're trying to figure out which aluminum profiles go where. And we had a really specific, they have mentioned really specifically in the bill of materials, and we have ordered all the aluminum profiles that are mentioned there, and we have them with us now, but we're just trying to figure out which ones go where. Yep, so that's what we're up to right now. So once we figure that out, it's gonna be like a really quick joining and assembling them together, and then we're gonna add the PC, the Arduino, the IMU, all those components on this aluminum profile frame. So Ali, if you don't type like too hard, it shakes this camera. So okay.
Look at the robot right now. It looks so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's just a matter of like 1 or 2 days. It's all gonna come together. Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, so I think these four ones are the ones you handed to me. So let me unbox them as well.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the length. I think it's gonna be okay.
I don't think so. Oh,
It's definitely gonna be okay. Okay, you can, Ali. You know what? You can compare the length with the hands of the robot.
this one does not have any hands.
Just try to like compare it to anything.
Yeah. These are the ones.
probably
let's
the
just go
yeah.
with these ones. Yeah.
Are you going to control the arms with joystick with a headset? I saw some videos on the main website that it remote. I think it's pretty easy to do that, but we don't we don't have a joystick on our hand right now. We don't. While ordering everything from the bill of materials, our partner, he for some reason did not order the joystick.
Yeah.
So we're only gonna try and move it by using computer commands.
Yeah, terminal commands, the default commands that the team has provided. We are just gonna be using
These
those.
ones look so beautiful. So it's matte black aluminum profiles, and we have worked with these 2 or 3 times in the past, but these look so sick.
Yeah. Compared with the silver ones, they look so professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. The AWalk script, I think with default profile. I think with the default there are 2 policies that come in default. One is for the lower body, so the legs, for controlling the actuators of the legs. I'm not sure exactly what it does. The second one is for the entire body. It's a script. It's a I think locomotion.py or what exactly. I don't exactly remember which one. But the second one was for full body. It controls the all 22 actuators on the robot. I don't know exactly that what that script does as well. But these 2 are included by default in the example, so we don't have to use I believe that we do not have to use the ISAC lab for that.
Ali, can you hand me the L key?
And we do not have to train any policy or in simulation environment for that, because they're already in the examples by default. So we're
I think they did mention something about it taking 2 hours. I don't know if it was gonna be for downloading the policy or upload it. training the policy for the robot?
No, it's for running iterations. I think they mentioned
Okay,
it's
so
gonna be running something like
Okay,
10,000
so just
iterations.
the robot getting used to that policy. Okay.
Yeah,
Testing
the
out
iterations.
policy,
So initially we're just gonna be running those 2 iterations. No, not iterations. Those 2 policies. Those 2 default example
Yep,
codes.
this one definitely looks like it's the one. Definitely.
Okay. Why are you attaching it with this one? Oh, okay. No.
Because that's how it looked in the like.
No. Wait a minute. You do not need to attach anything on the bottom. On the bottom, we need to insert from here.
Oh.
And then place the entire upper assembly on top of this.
Gotcha. Yep. That's my bad.
Now, do I remove all of these and just insert those?
No. So I have a really cool fix for that. How I'm always ranting about these trainers being used worthless. The other trainers I have in here lying around in the lab, they are
Useful.
Yeah, I think if we can do this with M3 screws, if we can attach M3 ones, these M3 trainers, they can go right in, even from above. You don't need to open everything to insert them. If you want to use M5 for this.
M5.
Yeah, M5 screws. So yeah, we will have an option to not open anything if we can use M5 screws. So
let's use M5 then.
So I'm gonna
for now.
Just for now. Let's attach this one.
No. Remove this. Remove this from here. Just attach these 4 over here, and then attach this one at the right place on top body, and then we'll place the entire top body on with this.
Okay, so we are about to attach the rib cage of the robot and the legs with the upper body. So we're gonna have it ready in few minutes.
Yeah. Now let's attach this.
I'm not gonna make them like really tight. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room.
Yeah. We do not need to put this all the way here.
We can just loosen it a bit. So I'm not tight. I'm not making them real tight.
Did you see the new unitary robot that it's out? It's the H2. It's a 180 centimeter tall new robot. No, I haven't looked at it. But China pumps out robots so fast. They pump out everything so fast.
The robot with the Chinese professor, what's his name, man? Like the one who has a YouTube channel as well. Yeah.
Okay.
His robot I was looking at the other day as well, and
is he a professor?
Yeah, he also teaches somewhere, and he is also an employee at Qualcomm, I think.
That
But they do. I don't know if he teaches or not, but if you have taught at a prestigious university, you can attach the label. You are quote unquote a professor.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he teaches or not. The robot he built, I was looking at it the other day, and it was so cool in terms of human fidelity and motion and likeness.
Yeah, let me share that with Reg as well.
Yeah, just find a video trailer.
Yeah,
it's getting better and better.
Yeah, we've been following this Chinese guy for quite some time. I think Reg most likely knows about him already.
Yeah, you'll probably have seen the robot, but just in case.
Yeah. Let me try to find the video. Yeah, so this person is one of the best channels I have seen on YouTube ever. in the robotics space or tech space.
Is his name even in like English?
It's not in English. I don't know how I can share.
Yeah, just a video like the robotic arm that he did a surgery of a grip with.
Yeah, like this.
Just share the name of the video. So
yeah, so this is the video. If you can search it in your free time and find this, it's like one of the best videos I have seen on the entire internet.
Yeah,
I don't even know how this quality of work is possible in free time, in spare time. And I've been following this person for a very long time, and the pace of work and his quality of work is just inspiring. Yeah, he's even looking at the Scala right now, it's so beautiful. Just check this one.
Yeah.
This in front of the desktop.
yeah.
It's so beautiful, this product he built. And he's built a bunch of projects which are on his YouTube channel, and now I think he's leading a team to develop a humanoid robot. Not developed, he has already developed it, and it's very human like, very human like. I don't even know what's the name of it's AGI Bot X2. Yes, AGI Bot X2. X2. Well, they all name the robots like X2, H2. These.
Yeah. Yep, they do tend to do that. Boy, it's like so easy to push these live streams so late in the night. It's like
Yeah.
almost
thing
3:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing
tomorrow we have to be somewhere really early in the day, so it's gonna be one of those days with the like we're gonna barely wake up and head to where we need to go tomorrow. Okay, I think I can attach it over here on this side. I'm good to go on this side, but yeah, no, we don't do that. Don't do that. If you know the meme I'm referring about. Don't do that. We are gonna attach it first on the bottom part, on the leg of the robot. I'm really excited to see the entire body put together. But Ali,
Yep.
Is it a good idea to join the upper and lower body before adding the PC, everything? Alright, let's do it while we're building it. So we're gonna put hex inserts in there, and there's a spider running on the robot.
Very small one too.
Yeah, a really small spider came in to check the robot.
So like Reg says, if I build this robot, I will print the body instead of using metal frame like that.
He's probably talking about the Chinese robot.
No, this robot.
I mean,
This robot.
This aluminum
Yeah,
profile.
instead of metal frame, he's gonna build the body.
No, Reg, you do need this kind of metal or aluminum for reinforcement, or for the like main structural support of the robot,
Yeah.
like the spine of the robot and things like that. 3D printing is gonna be really difficult for this.
Yeah, but I mean,
And also, Reg, 3D printing, PLA especially, does not go well with sunlight or really hot temperatures. So you need to have some sort of bare bone structure to always fall back onto. And then you can just attach a plastic. You can make a chassis for the body and you can attach it around this aluminum frame. I think that's gonna be the better option.
Yeah, so you can make a sort of a metal frame and then 3D print a body on top of that. That's gonna ensure that the looks are good as well as it's reinforced with
water. So we are gonna go to Conan as well tomorrow to get the hex strands.
okay.
Like today, like obviously it's like today.
I'm really excited to finish this project soon. There's really interesting stuff that we're gonna be working on after finishing this project as well. One of them is the 3D printing one, which we were discussing earlier. I want to look a little bit more into that space, into designing on your own custom products.
Are you like keeping it on the outside or
Inside, yeah, because in the video they kept it a little bit inside.
what do you like even mean by little bit?
This much, roughly.
There's gotta be some method to this madness. It can't just be like
I don't
random.
think so. There is.
Where's the unit for the PC? Which one is it? If you can see it from here,
The one with 3 holes.
the center one, the one with the walls. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's this one. So you say. I think it's gonna be difficult to get it to work with M5 screws. Though we can make that happen, but I think it's just better to push in.
Yeah, it's better to.
I think these look more M3 to me. Do we even have the right ones for this?
M3.
Yeah, I mean the whole size. If you look at it, it looks like M3. Where's the vernier?
We most likely have M3s lying around somewhere. M3.
M3X5. I'm not too sure about that. But so far, whatever we've tried to find from the lab, we do have it. Yeah, so it's definitely M3. It's definitely M3. So let's see if we have M3X5. Oh wow! I think we do have. Wow! Like every day I'm surprised by the things we have in lab. Yes, M3X5 is probably gonna cut it. It's probably gonna be good enough for this. So first we are gonna have to detach these and put M3 nuts in there.
Okay, so we will be needing to detach.
Yeah.
I think you can bring in the dinosaur so that we can do it a bit more quickly.
Okay. Oh man. This is the tool that has saved us the most amount of time. We call it the dinosaur. And it's a really helpful tool. If you want to work on any sort of hardware project like this, that's even remotely like this, you need a dinosaur in your life. It's gonna save so much time from your life. Can you hand me over that, Ali? Can you hand me that module for the dinosaur? Okay, so yeah, it's ready. The dinosaur is ready. So whenever you attach those units there, actually let me get the M3 nuts ready as well. So M3 T nuts. M4 T nuts. and 3 T-nuts. We're gonna need 3 of these. Okay. Let me hold on to it while you can tighten it now. Bring it in the frame slightly, and now you can attach it. Okay, done?
Yeah.
Let's grab the dinosaur real quick and let's detach this side. Cause no, that side.
I think this one will be.
Yeah, I mean, I think you only need to remove these two to remove this limb part.
Yeah.
Then we don't
Then
even
we
need
don't-
the dinosaur. Yeah, just like get them loose and we can. We don't even have
just
to.
support it on this on the seat. Support it on the seat.
No, I've grabbed it like this. The upper one first. The upper one first. Yeah. You don't even have to open it all the way. Yep. Do the same one with the bottom one. I think in about an hour or so the fishermen are gonna wake up and they're gonna turn on their ship engines.
Yeah. This one is
Yeah, the ship engines close to our lab. We live right next to the ocean, and we have a bunch of fishermen here that whenever they turn on their ship engines, it just vibrates everything like crazy.
I think now we can.
Yeah, I have them here. Just
Okay.
push them in.
One
Yeah,
each
yeah.
knee and a little spider.
Just let the dude walk around. I have the third one over here. Just grab this.
Do we need?
Yeah, we
three?
need 3.
I don't think so. I
where's
think
the-
I think in the video there were only 2.
Okay, we can make use of 2 only as well.
Yeah.
Just put 2, and then just put it in there. There's a really cool spot where in the center over here, where can you see the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
spot where the nut was sitting in?
Aluminium profiles are so amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty lightweight, but the structures you're able to make with them, they're like so robust and durable.
Yeah, it's like Lego but for industrial Lego.
Industrial R&D or prototyping Legos.
Yeah.
Not even like prototyping. Yeah, there are like so many industrial
There are
3D printers and stuff built with this. I've even seen big CNCs built with aluminum profiles. Yeah, instead of 2020, you can just use a 4040. You can go as big as you want to with this stuff. Okay, can you grab this? I'm gonna insert 2 holes. Yeah, so there were 3 holes, but we can attach it using 2 only. And I don't know what stuff we need to attach on top of this computer, this holder, but let's just tackle it one thing at a time. Yeah, we will need to open up the picture for this.
Okay, roughly the same from here as well.
First, just attach this on there.
Okay.
Today, in terms of views, it's a pretty slow kind of day, right? A lot of people are busy during the night between Thursday and Friday, I would assume. Yeah, it's almost the weekend. So people are almost done with their weekly jobs and stuff. They're barely hanging on, waiting for the weekend. Yeah, I think when is our exam? It's on
26th.
26 and what's like 24, 25. So it's on Sunday. So Sunday night we're probably we're definitely gonna be doing a live stream on Sunday night for this project. So for building the robot, and I think Sunday night we might have more people tuning in the live stream. So that's just an assumption. You can first spin it by using just your hand, and then you can use the dinosaur too. Is it in there?
I'm not sure. I don't think.
I think the screw might be too small in that case. The length of the screw might be too small.
Or it's just not.
From my experience, Reg says metal frames like this tend to loosen over time. I use Loctite to make sure the frame doesn't move. Yeah, especially if you have a rover or something like that. Actually, I can show you the rover. We have a rover lying around. It's not like a rover. It's just a 2-hour sprint sort of loose abomination of a rover. I'm gonna place it on this chair.
Okay. Did we place in the M3 ones or M4 ones?
It just fell down. Yes, they were M3 ones for sure.
And we do have some bigger screws for M4 one, but okay.
I'm pretty certain the length of the screws is not enough. Let me. Yeah, so even though our lab is so small, we have like so many things lying around in here. So, Reg, this is an aluminum framed working sort of bot. So it used to have really big tires over here. Actually, I do have those tires lying around there as well. Let me grab those. These are the caster wheels. So we have 2 caster wheels on each side. Then we have the. I'm gonna let this train go by, and then I'm gonna continue with my chat. Let me put it over here. Let's hope it does not fall. We have like long size M3X something. Let me try it. Yeah, we definitely have longer M3 screws as well. So these are M3. Okay, so you can try and find longer variants of these. And what size is it? M3X8. So these are probably M3X8 then. If we have M3X8, I'm pretty sure we'll have M3X10 because I really love
What
the
size is the one that you...
even 10. Yeah, they were 8 ones, the ones I just showed you. So these,
I think M3X10 would be good, and we do have M3X10 somewhere.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we will have them. Okay, let me bring this back in. So yeah, these are the tires that we attached on this rover, and it was a pretty simple and quick project. We spent like 2 hours building this thing. It was just for a demo of a remote control walkable rover or a robot, and the tire goes on here, and this is a really powerful stepper motor. It has a 1:50 reduction, so it gives a really good torque, and these tires, they go over here like this, and then we have caster wheels here and here, and we spin this thing up in like 2 hours. And if this thing was to run around on the road or uneven surface for a really long time, it was gonna get loose. I'm pretty certain of that. So yeah, in terms of any sort of operation where there's a lot of vibration in the system, the screws on here, they do tend to get loose over time. So it does require maintenance in that regard. I'm gonna put this back to the project graveyard.
So I did find M3X15. Let's try these.
Show me the length. I don't think they're gonna work. They are definitely not gonna work.
For what
So
reason?
what they'll do is they'll just push on the surface of aluminum profile, and they'll just be suspended in the air. Like you won't be able to push them all the way through. So I think we're gonna have to try
M3X10.
something
I
else.
don't know if we have exactly those.
M3. Let me find.
Oh,
them.
found it here.
Right?
There you go. M3X10.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. There's no way we had M3X8 in our lab and we didn't had M3X10. 10 is like such an even number. Like, of course you're gonna buy them whenever you're grabbing screws.
Yeah.
So we need 2 of these, right?
Yep. Just two.
Let's just get it over with. Let me try and add those. So let's grab this for a second. And where's the holder?
The holder.
It's
no.
over there. Just pass it to me. And give me the dinosaur module as well. No, I don't. Just leave it. Like this.
You use this. This one is much better.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see after the live stream ends how many unique viewers tuned in our live stream on Twitch, and if any at all tuned in, because it's the first live stream. And
The robot frame looks so cool now. It has
the angle is definitely
this
better
one arm
compared to.
is towards the side and it looks cool. I think once we have the lower body attached as well, it will look even more cool. We're trying to attach the lower body at least as much leg as we have assembled right now in just the next few minutes. Maybe in the next 10 to 15 minutes we will have the lower body attached on this frame.
It's just really weird. They're not grabbing onto the trainers like at all. They just refuse to grab on. Yeah, I think we'll have to try the 15
Let
length
me
as well.
bring them. Okay, try these and let me put those ones back in the bag.
I think the next thing we should do is we should order a lot of screws, like various sizes from China.
I mean, at this point we do have a lot of is this an Arduino Nano? Yeah, it's an
Yes, it's a Nano.
Like we have so many random microcontrollers. our own PCBs. And what's even this? What is this, a UWB module? Where where did we get this from?
It's the one we were using, it's the one that ended up not working.
So we have like, I'm just checking random parts in our lab, and we have microcontrollers, different screws and everything. Of course we do have all the different tools and parts lying in the background, and I found this random UWB module, and I don't even remember where we got this from and what project it was. Most likely for the lawn mowing project that we were doing.
Yep, it's from there.
Yeah, close to a year ago, but I did not even remember we had this in our lab. And I don't know, does this work? Does it still work?
Nope. So this one ran into an issue where the code for the bootloader for the on-chip bootloader was messed up. So whenever we connected it to the computer, the
okay, now I remember.
whatever internal
I remember
libraries
now.
are used to push the code to this, they were messed up.
I remember it now.
Yep, it's attached perfectly now. And where's the other inner bracket? Ali, I just handed it to you.
These ones?
Yep, I think it's this one. So let me put it in. Guys, we're almost there with the assembly, and we're just about there in terms of attaching the lower part and the upper part of the robot together. Even though I would admit having only a single leg at the moment does not look as flashy or as nice.
Yeah, Reg, our robot only has one leg at the moment. I think your prosthetic robot will come in handy for this robot right now.
Our robot needs a prosthetic limb.
Yeah, it needs a prosthetic limb. It only has one leg.
Ali, can you hand me these two? Yep. And I'm gonna attach these two in a solid way, and just hand me two black screws from there. Okay. Even now we have two viewers live on Twitch. Wave the hand of the robot for whoever is watching it on Twitch.
Hey all, for anyone who is watching on YouTube or Twitch, thank you very much for tuning in. It's great to have you. And yeah, I'm
a humanoid robot.
I'm a humanoid robot.
I'll be replacing your jobs.
No, I'm not gonna be doing that. So definitely,
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. For anyone on Twitch, if you don't want me to replace you in the future, drop a like on the live stream. Share it with your buddies. Yeah, it's difficult to get it in there from this angle.
Yep.
Okay, it's going in. So I'm gonna make this one real tight, and then we are gonna kind of loosen the lower end of it, and then we'll just put it on there. So Ali, I have two of these over here, inner brackets. I haven't added ones on behind, so you can maybe try and do that. So just grab two more inner brackets and add these black screws in there. Yeah, it's really difficult to like put it in there in once. It's Yeah, we haven't made a video documenting this process. Okay, you know what? I can just show it in here, and then maybe we can explain it in the summarized video we are gonna be making. So, boy, this is really heavy. I sound like Joe Biden right now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this one is heavy. Now I am gonna make these ones a bit loose, just so they can move
hand over
around.
the L key.
Yeah, just give me a second. Here you go. And yep, we're just about to put this thing together. We're almost there, guys. I am not even sure how the way it goes there.
Okay.
It's gonna be attached this way, right? Yep, it's gonna be attached this way.
I'll bring this a little bit.
Yeah. The leg
I
is
have it.
messed up in a really weird sort of way. Are we like even doing this right or not?
I think it's this way.
Red just donated another super chat.
No way.
Damn, thank you so much, Reg, for the super chat, and thank you for always supporting these live streams.
Was this set as a goal?
No, I didn't even set any goal today.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Reg.
for-
You're a noble person. Thank you so much for supporting. It really means a lot to us. And yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to like know what to say in this sort of situation, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah.
It's gonna pay for tomorrow's coffee when we're up at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have to go somewhere at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So, but we do try and push these live streams as much as possible during the morning time, and yeah, we're gonna be doing that in the
Yeah.
future as well. And yeah, lovely to see you always here, and yeah, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Take another coffee. Yeah, for sure. Tomorrow when we wake up early and we're
Head out for work, and we are gonna grab that
Yeah.
coffee.
The budget for the coffee has been secured.
Secured.
It goes the opposite way. I think you're like this. This is how it's supposed to be attached.
But this joint is moving in a really weird way if we turn it around. You know, I have this crazy theory. I think we have taken the right leg of the robot and attached it on the left part of the body.
Alright, just keep it as it is at the moment.
Yep, and just like we're gonna put it on there. We're gonna put it
Okay.
on there.
I'm gonna bring this a little
Yep.
bit higher up.
Higher up. How can just wait a second. I'm gonna make it a way easier. Just wait a second. Let's put the leg down for now, and I'm gonna bring in some more of this. Give me scissors and bring it up. I'm gonna fasten it to this. Bring it up.
With that?
Yeah,
Okay,
bring
okay,
it
okay,
up
okay.
like this. Be careful not to get it stuck with the motor controller. Okay, so this one is gonna hold it in place. Then I'm gonna add one more.
Yeah, because it's gonna have a lot of load on it.
Yep, so one over here. By the way, Rich, there's some really interesting thing I'm discovered. This is the very first time we have been paid by doing any live stream or making any sort of video on the platform, YouTube or anything like that. I'm not by any means telling you to like do anything different or whatever, but it was just a really cool observation. So the $20 you paid us, you're probably using an iPhone to do that, and the cut, it was really interesting to see Apple takes around $4 cut from that. So when you publish your app or your SaaS application to App Store, if it has any sort of finances or in-app purchases attached to it, Apple takes a huge cut. And it's been a battle between Apple and the other companies for a really long time, but this was my first time seeing this in like real time, or seeing this in action, because whatever purchases I have made in the past, for example Netflix subscriptions and stuff like that, I've always done that through a browser or an Android phone. But this was my first time seeing the Apple whatever controversy Apple was back a few years with the rest of the community, seeing it live. So it's really interesting to see these really big tech corporations like YouTube. I use my PC. That's really strange. So Reg, can you please confirm the last super chat you sent us? Was that from a PC or was that from Apple? Because Apple took a big chunk. If you did it through Apple, I think App Store took a big chunk out of it, and that's what I'm trying to confirm. Weird then. Because if you used PC for the last one as well, then the whatever percentage YouTube took, it was not what they declared they take. Interesting, but yeah, getting your apps published on Apple App Store, it's such a pain. It was always from my PC. Oh wow, that's really strange. So I don't know then. The percentages I have in my mind, they're all wrong then, but it's not a 70-30 split then between YouTube and the
it's probably some other
it's probably gonna be some other number then, because that's really strange.
Okay,
but then imagine what the split was gonna be if Reg used an iPhone. It was probably gonna be some really crazy number. It was probably not gonna be enough for a coffee. But yeah, you don't need to like whatever platform, whatever thing you're using, all good.
Yep.
About you. I'm the Apple stuff, because I've tried publishing a lot of apps in the past on the App Store, and we have some applications that we plan on publishing on App Store soon in the future. So I'm always really curious about the way Apple
from this side as well. Okay. From this side, okay.
The way Apple makes you follow their guidelines and their terms and services.
Bring it a little bit in the center.
Yeah.
So that way we have.
Just a second. So it's stuck here with this thing.
Just cut it out. Okay, even
It's
from
not working. It's not working.
just a second, let me try to cut this.
Just this is a really like stubborn one. The maximum we can give is the $50 on YouTube PC. Wow, that's really interesting. That's another fact I totally did not know about. Thanks for letting me know, and whatever you've shared with us so far, it means $5,000 to me, man. It means the world to me.
Yeah, it
Thank
means
you so much.
yeah, genuinely it means more than the cost of this entire robot.
Yep. Yeah.
Because
But
YouTube
yeah,
is something
it's really
that
interesting. The maximum is $50. I think it might be a.
wait.
We also need to attach
yeah,
those.
these ones.
Okay, so I'm let's
Bring it
load
down a little
yeah.
bit. Yes.
And so Ali, can you grab onto this one, because I have to pass this through this.
Okay. Pass it through it, and then I'll grab it. You just align all four.
Yeah,
of them.
yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah.
I
Because
think it might be a subscriber milestone or something related to
something
that.
related to
The
that.
maximum amount you can do, or maybe.
We've been interested in YouTube for a long time now, but we never quite got to doing it on a regular basis.
Yep. And there are so many projects we have worked on in the past that I really wish now we could have live streamed like this, or we could have started this live streaming and documenting journey earlier, because all the projects that we have worked on so far, they haven't been like except some few ones.
Align all of them.
Most of them have been like open source, so yeah, we didn't even have any issue sharing them on this platform. How much you pay in Japan for the motor? So we followed the links from the Berkeley team, and we ordered it directly.
There's one issue. We'll need to lower it. I think there's
Okay, just lower
all of this.
I think Ali, what you can try and do is you can bring them slightly to the center.
It's a very slight issue. We just need to change the direction of this one by 90
Just
degrees.
give me a second. Which one?
This one.
By 90 degree or 180 degree?
So we need to insert this part in here.
Just bring the leg over here. Just put it on the chair, and just put it on the chair, and because if you bring them to the center, we can attach everything together once and for all.
Yeah, so for how much you pay in Japan for the motor, so for the motors we use the exact links that were provided in the documentation.
Yes, I think it was $120 something for the M6E12, close to that figure, but I don't know exactly how much we were charged during checkout, because we did not place that order. All the orders were placed by our partner.
Yep.
But the links were exactly the same, so it was probably going to be somewhere around $120, $130, that figure.
Yeah.
For one motor.
Yeah, let me try. Let's try.
So all the tracking, everything, the sheet for our bill of materials, all of that, our partner is taking care of that for now. So we are just concerned with printing this and getting this thing together. And you know, the funny thing is, we had no plans on live streaming this or documenting this. It was just something we decided at the 11th hour. We were like, we have a microphone, a decent microphone, and we had access to iPhone camera via our MacBook. So we were like, why not just start live streaming this? So yep. So these
No, opposite.
opposite,
side.
100%
Like this.
opposite. Yeah. So they are supposed to be like this.
100% like this.
Ali, then
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
we have attached this leg the wrong way around, or this needs to be rotated 180 degrees.
Yeah, we can do that later on.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that later on.
Give me the L key.
Here, I have it here.
Let me insert this. Where is it going in?
Yep, so I'm just moving them and I'm trying to align them here. Okay, the two are aligned over here. You can align from your side and you can just push it up there. I have mine's almost aligned.
Okay.
Just grab both of them at the same time. Just grab both of them. Yep, and just push them, of course. And I'm gonna hold it from the bottom. You haven't aligned this one.
Both of them are not aligned.
Grab them like this. Just drop the LQ, whatever you have. Grab them like this.
Okay.
Like this. And just align them and loosely align them and then move. Done?
Yep.
Okay. Now let me hold on to it like this. Just take care of tightening all four of them. I'm gonna keep holding it like this. Yeah,
Are you paid to make this robot? So Reg asked a question. Are you paid to build this robot? So yes, we are. The payment is covered. So we did not have to spend any money on the parts. Our partner took care of all of the expenses.
Yep, but it's a partnership, so regarding building the robot, we're not exactly paid like it's a subcontract or anything.
Yep.
And I know it's not the most ideal, I would say, way to do this.
Yep.
But in terms of working on this robot, we're not covered for our time or anything, because this is supposed to be a partnership. So we are bringing in our expertise in terms of assembling everything together, putting everything together, and our partner is supposed to cover the costs and everything. My hand is in a really weird position on the robot.
Yeah. Are you paid to make this robot specifically? No, we are not paid to build this robot, but the cost for the components is covered.
Yeah, I just mentioned that.
Yeah. This. So like I'm afraid this part might entirely come off because these connections are very loose.
No, I think they're strong enough to hold everything. You just need to really
Turn the L key.
Yeah.
Properly.
But just first up, just like make all
loose.
the,
Okay.
Make loose connections, and then you can.
Okay. Now with these two.
It's really heavy.
It is just. Is there even a part? There's no part in here.
generally here in Japan, I have seen interest from a lot of people in humanoid robots. It's definitely more than I've seen from people in Europe, I would say. But
Yeah.
in Japan, a lot of people and companies are talking about humanoid robots these days, and they are building humanoids for the most mundane tasks you can imagine. Like, just to like give you an example, what sort of an example can be like? I heard someone in Japan make an entire humanoid just for putting a phone on charger. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna disclose the entire idea or anything, but let's just say putting your phone on charger.
No.
And I have seen some people talk about building humanoids just for that purpose. And I tried talking to them like, bro, you can just make a SCARA arm or a even simpler mechanism to do that. But they were like, no, humanoid looks so cool, it's gonna be a robot doing this. Okay, it's your robot to then. I think the time you pass on the labor is more expensive than the parts itself. Yep, I do agree with the idea, but and I know it's not the most ideal way to approach work, or it's not the most ideal way to do work, but I'm not gonna go in specifics. But yeah, I do agree that it's not a good idea to work on stuff like that this for free. But we figured we would just document the entire process. We would do live streams, have some fun while we're at it, and our goal was to build a project to be able to present to a potential investor, and yeah, just have fun documenting the entire process. And probably after that we're gonna move on to whatever next project we have in plans for us. And yeah, once we test the software and everything on our side on this robot, we're not gonna be too concerned with this for the time being. We have some other worthwhile projects on our plate. That's not to say this is not worthwhile, but this is not the biggest priority in our hierarchy right now.
Yeah, there's we do have some ideas which are on hold while we are sprinting on this project. So we're definitely excited to work on those as soon as this one is finished. Leave the body.
Yeah, the body is really heavy. Okay, so was this the last one?
Yep. Although they are still a little bit
I'm
loose and flanky.
gonna make them all really tight.
Tight as well as 90 degrees exact precise.
We don't need to do that.
Okay, yeah,
exactly
because we
at-
still have to add the PC and everything else.
Yeah. We might have to remove that.
Okay.
Who knows?
So I think it's pretty sturdy for now.
Okay.
Let's
This one is really tight, and I am gonna. I'm still gonna try and make this one
let's
more
bring
tight.
this a little bit back, and so that way it fits in the camera. The robot is the future, so learning it worth the time. Yeah, by far. Yeah, by that's one of the reasons why we decided to build this robot, was just the learning part which comes with it, and the experience. So
the learning and the documenting part, because we knew moving on a lot of people were gonna be working on this project, this kind of robot. It's gonna get more and more common
Yeah.
moving on. So we just wanted to learn everything, and we wanted to document it along the way if we needed to have a look at it future, or if someone else needed to have a look at it.
Yeah,
So-
and even in terms of future and in terms of learning, whenever a new robotics or humanoid project comes in future, or we have an idea we now have hands-on experience on assembling the actuators and body of a humanoid. So like that hands-on experience is really helpful. Just like you mentioned, learning is worth the time. You are student in Japan, right? Are you brothers? So first thing, we are not students.
Yeah, we're going to a licensed
Oh
school
yeah,
right now,
license school
but
right now.
in terms of like masters or bachelors, we're not going to school right now. So
Yeah.
we did our bachelors, like how many years it's been, like 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years
Yeah.
ago, yeah.
We
Bachelor's.
graduated from bachelors in electrical and mechanical engineering 2-3 years ago, and after that we've just wanted to work on projects like this, build this kind of stuff. So whatever higher education there is to get in this field, we figured we would be able to learn all that while working on these
Yeah,
projects. So we did not try a
Yeah.
master's at all.
Yeah, and even still, I'm not a huge fan of masters or like
Yeah,
higher
yeah,
education.
so-
I think
Bachelor's, I think, was the maximum for us in terms of formal education, because
yeah, you learn more doing one project than you learn in the entire 4 years. It's good for a foundation. Once again, bachelor's is good, but in terms of higher education, you can the world is filled with like millions of ideas for you to prototype and iterate
I mean,
on.
yeah, that's just our opinion. If someone wants to do
Yeah, of
master's,
course, of
PhD, all the best to them. Because,
Yeah.
but even I did power engineering, not particularly electronics engineering, but my passion was electronics engineering. So even though I studied power in my university, my final year project was related to embedded and microcontrollers,
Yeah.
which is really funny. All my
Yes.
professors were like, dude, what are you working on?
Yeah, so we graduated about 2 or 3 years ago, and we've both been interested in startups and doing things
And
of our
we're
own
both
in the meantime.
brothers. The second answer,
Yeah,
we're
and
both brothers.
yes, we are both brothers. Are you going back to Pakistan? Let's see. For now, our plan is to stay long term in Japan. Right now, our plan is to stay long term in Japan. Let's see how everything goes. We have some ideas regarding our own startup and the future direction to take here in Japan, and it's a different market as compared to Pakistan.
Yeah, it's a
but
very different market, and we have started to learn or get a bare bones idea of the language and the culture.
as well as started to make network and connections, starting to make friends, meeting new people here. So
But it's way more difficult here compared to Pakistan, that's for sure.
that's for sure. Yeah,
Startup in Japan, from our experience, is really difficult and generally more expensive compared to Pakistan. So
Pakistan,
if we're not able to, like, whatever we're trying to do, if we're not able to do that in like let's say a year or two,
No, I don't
no,
think that will be
probably
the
a
case.
year. We're,
Though I highly doubt that will be the case.
I
I
mean-
highly doubt it. I think in a year or two, will the different things that the ideas that we have in our mind will have implemented on them, and I think in general things will be good. So we do often visit Pakistan. We even have plans to visit right now. So we fly back to Pakistan every now and then, just for visit purposes. But for the near future, I think we are in Japan for a while.
wow, I just got it to straighten up.
All right, let's. We have the robot loosely assembled, and one leg is obviously not present. We'll need the prosthetics from
The funny
Reg.
thing is, I think this is the wrong way around.
Okay, yeah. Let's try to take the camera a little bit away so that way we can showcase the full body as we.
Yeah.
were able to
I
see
mean,
it.
why not? I mean, let's
Just grab this entire.
and I'm
thing.
gonna remove this.
And just grab this entire. Thing.
Are you twins? Yes, Reg, we are twins, and that's like a really
Good observation.
yeah, good. I don't know how you were able to observe that, but yeah, we're twins. We're both twins, same age, interests, and everything. Let's try and make this scene bigger. So, okay, so
There's motor controllers.
hey, just can you grab this and keep it this way? Just give me a second. Okay, little bit of housekeeping,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think now we can reveal the entire thing. The voice. I mean, that's so crazy to assume someone, if two people have the same voice, they're twins. That's the very first time I'm hearing that, Reg.
Yeah.
That's like some really,
Experienced observation.
yeah, that's like really, I've heard that kind of proposition the very first time, but yeah, that's a really good observation. Okay, so how far? This is the entire thing. The thing we have so far, at least.
Yeah, Reg, it does not have one leg. We might need your prosthesis.
Yeah,
for this.
it doesn't have hands, so the poor thing needs prosthetics for that as well, and the legs as well.
Yeah, I think it came out pretty good in the frame as well. By the way, I was not expecting this to be this big. I was expecting this to be shorter than what it actually
Yep, it's kind of big,
is. Yeah,
and it's gonna look so cool walking around.
really amazing, yes.
Wow, cool. And yeah, Reg, you probably know, if you have worked on
Any
projects
hardware
like this
project, yeah.
in person, these things, they tend to look really cool in person, especially if you build the entire thing yourself.
Yeah. The camera really does not do it any justice. The camera never does justice to anything.
Yeah, there's a reverse EMF. The motor is lighting up when I'm waving the hand of the robot.
4 feet tall. I don't know. We can.
Yeah,
probably-
we have a measuring tape.
Yeah, we have an inchy tape. We can inchy tape.
Let's
it. Maybe-
measure this thing.
Yeah, bring the camera close.
So it is, I would say, 83, 84 centimeters.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
86
80.
centimeters, yeah.
Yeah, roughly 86
Eh.
centimeters.
Roughly this size.
I was not expecting this to be this big.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, I knew it was gonna look really sick when put together, but it's really something.
In person, it looks really
Yeah.
amazing.
You know, for the next few days till we have this robot, we're gonna hang it next to the door of our lab. So any person passing by will first lay his eyes on this thing. With only single leg.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in the last live stream, the leg took us only maybe 3
Yeah.
hours to assemble.
Yep, so
The other leg will be together pretty soon. Once we have the controllers.
Yep, so the thing with the second leg is we do have all the actuators for the second leg ready, but like these are the actuators that will be going in the second leg eventually. But
the problem is that some of the motor drivers, controllers, sorry, some of the motor controllers, they came out faulty. So
I don't know if they came out faulty or we were just rushed for a deadline and we ended up soldering them wrong or something. We're
Yeah.
not entirely sure. And the
But-
thing with really tight deadlines also is we are not even able to check or troubleshoot the poor thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have ordered some new ones and we're gonna just be attaching those on the leg, and we're gonna try to finish it as soon as possible. And yeah, I'm really excited to see this thing walking around. Like, look at this thing. It's so cool, man. The way it's attached, the way it's hanging from there, it's not the most ideal demo. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I think with this finally we can start attaching the PC and other components and
Yeah,
just
so
finalizing the wiring.
the PC
this.
and everything is gonna be sitting in there. So we have the PC over here. This is the PC, and we are gonna be putting everything in there. Yeah, I think with that we can call it a day for today. It's almost
4:30 a.m.
yep, it's like 4:30 a.m. in the morning over here, and we're gonna wind this thing up, and yeah, we have to head out early tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna wind this thing up. But yeah, I think regarding DHL, this angle looks really cool as well. So regarding the other motor controllers, I am following them via DHL, and they are supposed to arrive today. So probably when they arrive today, the leg is gonna take me, I would say at max it will take me 1 hour to put together, and putting the PC in the belly of the robot, putting the PC, Arduino, IMU, everything in there, it's gonna take like 2 to 3 hours, I would say. And then we also have some classes as well. We are going to a driving school at the moment, and on Sunday we do have an exam, but after that exam we will be able to do a live stream. So probably the next live stream is gonna be on Sunday, I would say 9-10 p.m. sometime around that Tokyo time. But yeah, I'll schedule the live stream way earlier, so if anyone is following, if anyone wants to join the live stream, they can. And by that time we will have the other leg ready, we will have the PC and everything in there, and we are gonna be, I'm gonna try and improve the camera quality. By that I mean I'm gonna try and add the computer screen in there so we know what code and policies we're running.
The next live stream might be a little bit boring in the sense that we will already have the leg attached and the PC in here, but we're gonna be spending a lot more time in just finalizing all the wiring connections and channels.
No, I think we can do that. If we are able to do that, we'll be doing that off live stream. My goal with the next live stream will be just running software and policies on the robot, trying that sort of stuff. Otherwise we maybe have one more live stream of just putting everything together, but I think we should be able to do that off live stream as well. Depends on timing and everything, how much time we find in between. But yeah, that's the update, and yeah, I'm really excited to test software in there. See how it works. Yeah, the robot is waving bye bye now.
Yeah, once again it looks really amazing in person.
Yeah.
Once the build is finished, everything comes together, it looks really amazing.
Okay, so we're gonna call it a day now, and thank you so much for anyone who's watched this live stream. And big special thanks to Rich for supporting us and for following the journey and just keeping the vibes up in the live stream and discussing different topics related to robotics and the stuff we're interested in. Always really lovely to have you here. And yeah, looking forward to running software and policies on this thing with you in the next live streams. Awesome. I'm gonna turn this off now.
Have a good one,
Have
everyone,
a good weekend, Reg.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reg. Good night or good day to you, whatever time is it in it's in Canada now. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely weekend with your family, and I'm gonna schedule the next live stream in advance. And yeah, let's try running some policies and software on this next time.
Awesome.
Take care, everyone.